morning it's hard, just like a drum. My thoughts start running before I've begun. I grab my phone.
Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Mindful Steps Guy, and we are conquering anxiety one step at a time. That's what we do on this channel. So we're gonna go to the park today, and I think instead of walking in a straight line, I think we're gonna go ahead and, make some laps, because, if you don't feel like going, straight line one way, you got a little anxiety, you're not sure you want to do it that day, you can stay real close to home. You can go to the park and you can just, get your steps in by taking laps. So that, because they got a little track right around the park. So I think we're going to do that today, guys. Be fun. I noticed these little flowers here. They just seem to be growing out of nowhere. I wonder if there's something on the other side. Yeah, it's like nothing here. Cool. All right, we're getting pretty close to the park now, and then we're gonna do our laps and see what happens, guys. Got my water, and I've been getting out early because it's getting warmer. Look at that beautiful park. We made it here, guys. We're gonna start our walk right now. Each loop is 0.23 miles. If I do 4, it'd be like walking a mile. Yeah, I think the last time we walked was on Monday, so we kind of slacked off a little bit. But I got up this morning and I was like, you know what? I think it's time to go. So we don't want to slack off too much, otherwise we'll fall behind, and start falling back into that pattern of just staying home. That's what you want to avoid. If you can, you want to avoid that.
Then I hear that voice, take it one step at a time. Feet on the floor, eyes on the door, count what is real, not the roar. Hands on.
All right, we made it to our treacherous decline here. You got to be careful. I wear these little slip-on shoes. I don't want to fall on my butt here. Taking it easy. Now we're going to loop around and do lap 2. I don't know how many laps we're going to do today. Might just do 2, but we'll see. All right, guys, there's my footprint. Yeah, so as soon as I turned off the camera, I almost had a spill here. Man, think of the views if I would have gotten that on camera. Oh well, but I recovered, and we're going for lap 2. All right, let's do it. Yeah, that was a close call. I was like coming right out of the park, and then I go whoop, and these shoes, these little slip-on shoes that I'm wearing, they are not very good. They don't have any good traction. They're old, and when it's not raining, I like to wear them because they're comfortable. But you can definitely fall on your butt if you're not careful. We made it back, guys. We're back for lap 2. All right, let's do it, guys. We're doing 2 laps today. I think that's the first time we did 2 laps. Well, yeah, let's see. Let me make sure I don't fall on this step here. I feel like I might fall down sometime today. I don't know. All right. So, what am I want to talk about today? I think I'm going to talk about, because I have a second channel, Just Roy Delivery, and his channel is kind of like the opposite of mine. So I kind of like to improve your mental health, let's not stress kind of content, and he's kind of exaggerated completely the other direction. And it's funny too, because it's like he is he's me, but he's like an exaggeration of me and my thoughts and things like that. It's not like reality, but it makes it funny, So the reason I mentioned that is because recently on the other account with JRD, he's going to be doing like news reports and things like that. But the reality me says, you know what you need to do? You need to stop doom scrolling so much. And then, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull things off of news reports that can be used as like satire or kind of making a joke out of it for that channel. And then we're going to make sure that we don't just keep scrolling and all the bad news, because if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of bad news lately, and there's no reason to just keep like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, because that's what these apps, they do. They go, oh, you like that? You like it when you know, there's like shootings and stuff like that? Well, why don't we show you like 5 more, you know? That's what the apps do. So yeah, you got to go watch something else. It's good to be informed, you know, be informed about what's going on, but know that about these apps. And then whenever you're done, you know, being informed, then go find something positive to watch. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that way you don't have to unnecessarily stress about things that you really can't control. All right, guys, I think we're making lap number 2 here. I'm starting to work up a sweat, so I still got to go home. So I think we still got to go home. So I think we gotta, I don't even think that water works. I have my own water. I'm just curious. Oh, it does work. Yeah, because when they had the whole COVID thing, they shut that water off, and it was off for the longest time. I was just curious to see if it worked. All right, be careful. You don't need to step in the mud. Yeah, we're gonna go home, guys. All right, guys, we made it back home. That was a great walk. I'm gonna put this little graph up here. We're gonna show you, the last time I walked was on Monday, and it looks like 3,143 steps. That's pretty good. We're keeping in between 3,000 and 4,000 steps for right now, so that's pretty good. And I usually go on Thursday, but we pushed it back to Saturday. I started making a video, and so we just pushed it back, that's all. All right, guys, we made it. We did 2 laps. We had a great little walk there. Appreciate you guys being here, as always. So yeah, if you have, if you see some bad news or whatever, you can be informed, but make sure that you watch a couple good things. Watch like maybe 3 good things for every 1 bad thing. And then maybe that YouTube feed will change. And then, you know, YouTube wants you to think that that's the only news there is, the bad news. But the truth is there's other kind of news out there. And that's the news you want to be watching. All right, so we'll talk to you later. I will see you guys on the next video.
Mindful steps, 1, 2, I can make it.